Hello everybody, Pipe Man 1861 here. Let me readjust this. There we go. Just got off work. Beautiful evening, 67, 68 degrees, sunny. So I figured I'd come out here and have a nice smoke and make a video. Pack my pipe up here. I love these Decatur pipe pouches. They're really nice. Vinyl lined. Takes a while for the tobacco to dry out in one of them. And they're real handy. You can fold them up as small as you want. They hold quite a bit of tobacco. Alright. Tonight I'm smoking Tom Bigby from the Country Squire in my my Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman. Straight. Get my Zippo out here. A little bit breezy out tonight, so Zippo's time to shine. Tonight's video is a topic I've heard a little bit about off and on. Figured I'd throw my 2 cents in there. Going to entitle it "The Case for Corncob Pipes." Of course, corncob pipes, they've always been kind of renowned or known as the inexpensive, cheap pipe. They've been known as a good beginner pipe because it is cheap. But we're going to take a good hard look at what the facts of the matter are. Are corncob pipes worth it, and are they good beginner pipes? That's what we're going to be talking about. Can't remember where it was, but I saw one fellow's opinion. Can't remember, like I said, whether I saw it in a YouTube video or if it was on one of the forums. But he put forth the opinion, which I thought was kind of interesting, that you should not recommend a corncob pipe to a beginner pipe smoker. The reason he gave was because a corncob pipe smokes so much differently than a briar pipe that they will get used to smoking a corncob pipe, and then when they want to roll over into a more expensive briar pipe, they'll find the transition difficult. I thought that was kind of an interesting thought. And I agree with him. Corncob pipes smoke way different than briar pipes. Matter of fact, I'll put forth that, in my opinion, corncob pipes smoke better than many briar pipes I've ever smoked. They smoke drier, they smoke cooler, and to be honest with you, I get better flavor out of some tobaccos with them. Particularly aromatics, it seems like. But let's go over some details. Well, let me put it this way. Let's go over some stats. So, let's go over briar pipes first, all right? Briar is the classic pipe material. What all the high-grade pipes are made out of, if you're not talking about meerschaum, which we're not going to consider in this video. It's durable. If the pipe is made correctly, it smokes quite well. Alright? And all your generally high-grade pipes and most artisan pipes will be made of briar. And there are some decent, cheap briar pipes out there. You're not going to generally get a real good one for under about $40 or $50. There may be a few good ones out there for a little less than that, but that's about what you're looking at. $40 to $50. So, we got that idea, okay? Those are briar pipes. Corncob pipes, they smoke sweet, they smoke cool. You don't have to build a cake in them. They smoke very dry, far drier than most briar pipes because they're far more absorbent. They smoke cool for the same purpose, for the same reason they're so absorbent. They're fairly accessible. You can get them in a lot of different little smoke shops. And the best point about them is they are cheap. Country Gentleman right now I think is right under $20. Just under, mind you. You can get a Legend pipe for $10, $11. Like this. They're Legend series pipes without the hardwood plug in the bottom. Now this is my opinion, all right? I always recommend corncob pipes to beginners, all right? And this is my reason why. And I've given these away as gifts. If there's one of my friends interested in pipe smoking, I always give them a corncob, Missouri Meerschaum Legend corncob pipe, as check tool tamper, and maybe a little bit of one of my tobaccos I think they might like. I always recommend corncob pipes to beginners for the following reasons. A, they're cheap. If you find you don't like pipe smoking, all right, you're not out a lot of money. The second more important reason is they are easy to smoke and they're easy to get to smoke well. All right, a briar pipe, you have to build cake. You have to learn how to pace yourself real careful. You have to do that with any tobacco pipe, but especially with briar. You have to make sure, there's many things you have to be careful of with a briar pipe. There's more to it. With a corncob pipe, once the shank inside is sufficiently charred to stop tasting like burnt wood, or if you cut the shank out and mud the bottom, it's ready to go. Maybe one or two smokes break in time, maybe. It's not bad. They smoke very, very dry. They do not gurgle. I've never had a corncob pipe gurgle because they are so absorbent. They just suck they're like meerschaum. That's why they call the company Missouri Meerschaum. Corncob will suck all the moisture out of the tobacco before it can get out to the stem. You can smoke them with a filter or without a filter. Most all corncob pipes have the option to have a filter in them, which can be good for a beginner, especially because it keeps any ashes from getting sucked through. And I feel like once you get good at smoking a corncob pipe, I don't feel like the transition to a briar pipe will be too bad, because you will kind of learn to pace yourself a little bit to prevent tongue bite and whatnot, just like you would with any pipe. And you'll just have to bear in mind a few different rules. There's also been a lot of talk lately about Missouri Meerschaum's quality control going downhill. And they've been people have been posting pictures, about, the stem's crooked in the shank, or the shank isn't centered in the bowl. And I understand all that, but the people need to realize that everything is so doggone expensive anymore, and these things are made in the United States. Manufacturers in the United States have to pay way more taxes than people over in, say, China That's why everything's made in China nowadays, because they don't have to pay the taxes on it. And they don't have to pay the workers as much either. You're getting a US made product that's handmade, mind you. They machine turn the bowls and the shanks, but they are hand fitted. The shank and the bowl are hand fitted together and glued together. And they have to do that with enough rapidity to make it pay. That's very hard to do, especially with the economy the way it is. And I'm fortunate, I got some real good pipes. I got a couple real good country gentlemen that are real nicely finished. But you can't expect everything to be perfect. Now, I understand if your stem's sticking out like that, that's a little bit much. But if the shank's a little crooked, or if it's not pushed in all the way, live with it. It'll smoke great. It's a corn cob. It's not going to smoke badly because of it. And it just, I don't know. I feel like people expect too much for the money they're paying, because they're not paying much for what they're getting. They're getting a very nice USA-made product that is hand-finished for under $20, folks. You got to realize that that's not expensive for what you're getting. Yeah, there'll be people disagree with me on that, but you can only do so much as far as quality control while still making money. Now, I'd much rather Missouri Meerschaum put out sort of a janky pipe every once in a while and stay in business than set their quality to the highest possible standards and go out of business because nobody can afford their pipes. That's just the way it is. Yeah, well, rant over with that. Anyway, to recap, I think corncob pipes are a fantastic option for a new smoker. I think they're great gifts for new smokers. I think they're great for anybody who smokes a tobacco pipe. I have quite a few of these pipes. I love them. I smoke them all the time. They smoke perfectly. I don't have to worry about them getting all nasty on me. Just run a pipe cleaner through them every once in a while. And I haven't burned through one yet, so that's saying something, especially with how fast I smoke. Oh well. If you've never done it before, get a Missouri Meerschaum corn cob. Get a Country Gentleman. These are my favorites out of all of them. Another good one is the Diplomat, Fifth Avenue Diplomat. It has a nice tall bowl there. It has a hardwood plug. It's one of their premium pipes with a hardwood plug in the bottom. Or just pick yourself up a Legend. $10. You can't beat it. Anyway, I've said enough, I think. This is Pipe Man 1861 saying goodbye, good luck, may the good Lord take a liking to you, and I'll see y'all real soon. Thanks, folks. Have a good evening.